Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum. Today I would like to follow up with you concerning the video I posted about circumcision, as I have been reflecting on this topic a little bit more. So I'd like to share with you a couple of things today. The first thing, now keep in mind, in the previous video, the one I was addressing the claim that circumcision is haram. I was addressing that claim. I want to point out this article that I found. This article is found on QuranStudy19.com. Now, please keep in mind that I do not condone this website at all. This website is more about notions made by and for Rashad Khalifa, the people who believe he was a messenger from God. I do not condone this whatsoever. But of course, as with any website, a Quran-based website, you may find useful information in these websites. But overall, I do not condone this website. Now, this article is interesting. This article is titled, "Where in the Quran does it mention circumcision?" And according to this article, circumcision is actually in the Quran and is actually required. So I wanted to point this out, that it's interesting to see that some people are saying that circumcision is haram according to the Quran, and yet this article is saying that circumcision is required per the Quran. Of course, I don't agree with this either, but I just want to point out the other end of the spectrum. And it's amazing to see how people can extrapolate and extract certain notions from the Quran based off of preconceived notions, traditions, and biases. Now, in this article, they say that the word Hanif, which is commonly translated as monotheist, the word Hanif that is used in the Quran indicates not only bending away from idolatry, but also one of its definitions is to be circumcised. So according to them, we are following the millet of Abraham, Hanif. Hanif to them means to be a monotheist, to bend away from idolatry, and it also means to be circumcised. Again, I do not agree with this, but again, I'm just showing you how people are extracting certain notions from the Quran. And in this case, they are saying that circumcision is encouraged and required per the Quran. Of course, you are invited to read the entire article if you wish to. And they also, interestingly, quote biblical passages to further support this idea. So that's the first thing I wanted to share with you. The second thing I wanted to share with you is a Quranic verse, Surah 7, verse 33. And if you remember in my last video, I invite everybody to watch that video about circumcision if you haven't done so. In that video, I talked about the importance of why we should not declare something as haram, prohibited, if it is not clearly laid out in the Quran. So I've been reflecting a little bit more, and Surah 7 verse 33 came to mind. Here God lists out things that are considered haram, unlawful. It says, "My Lord has made unlawful immorality, what is public of it and private, and sin, and aggression without cause." In Arabic, وَالْبَغِي بِغَيْرِ الْحَقِّ. And it's interesting to note this phrase. Baghi means to infringe on something. بِغَيْرِ الْحَقِّ means without justice, without, as noted here, cause, something along those lines. So just using this translation, aggression without cause, at least in Arabic, this phrase gives me the impression that it's referring to human rights, basic human rights, and we are not allowed to infringe upon that. So when we look at a baby or a child who is getting circumcised, or any other means of torture, like a tattoo or piercings, as some cultures and traditions might dictate, to me, this would be an aggression without cause. It is a baghi bighayr al-haqq. This is because the baby is obviously a baby. They have no say in the matter. And those things that they're doing to the baby, torturing them, has no justification whatsoever. Okay, it has no medical reason, nothing. So if we are going to say that circumcision is haram, according to this verse, it is only haram if it falls under the category of aggression without cause. And in this case, it would be considered haram to circumcise babies or give them tattoos or piercings or anything of that sort that tortures them, because it is infringing on their human rights. Now, if those babies, though, grow up and become adults and then choose to be circumcised or tattooed or piercing, of course, without the reason of idolatry or anything of that sort, then that is their personal choice, and it is not an aggression without cause. So we need to be able to distinguish the difference here. According to Surah 7, verse 33, I contend that it may refer to circumcision specifically to the babies and the children, people who have no say in the matter and they are forced into it, and it's torturous because it infringes upon their rights. But as adults, an adult has the freedom to choose what they want to do, and it does not fall under the category that is mentioned in Surah 7, verse 33. So these are the 2 points I would like to share with you. And as you can see, this is somewhat of a different format than what I typically do, but I might do these more as I'm trying to get to the point, share with you some observations very quick. So these videos will tend to be much shorter than the ones that you guys know of for my PowerPoint presentations. So I hope this helps you guys in some way, and inshallah, we'll see you in the next video.